Hi YouTube. Oh god, let me turn on the fan. It's hot in here. It is 81 degrees in this room, which is not ideal at all. Alright. So today, I'm sure you're wondering what I am doing with this right here. Well, about 3 years ago I threw this together. And as you'll see in just a second, the wiring is not the greatest. I think I can do a little bit better, so we're going to do exactly that. And I'm also going to replace the microcontroller. Alright, so we got that. Oh, and the wire for the bell switch also came out. So I am going to have to fix that. Now that I have this open, let me disconnect the main power first. Just so I can remove that, and then I will unscrew this so I can take the wire out of the switch. There we go. Alright, so here's an overview of the wiring. You can see I have a 10 amp fuse, and this is mostly, I'm going to be honest, a lot of the components that are in here were used in my styro slicer, but you can see the relay board is not mounted, the controller is mounted, but this is not mounted, neither is this, and I think I can do a little bit better than this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have any 8-channel relay boards. So let me go look. I have one 4-channel, I think I got a 6-channel somewhere. I do not seem to have an 8-channel. Okay. What about, nope. Where's the 6-channel board? Okay, so either way, I will be redoing some of the wiring, just because, as you can see, it looks terrible. I'm going to pull most of the stuff out and just completely rewire it. Can I go into ultra wide? No, I cannot. How do you go into ultra wide angle? And is anyone on the stream that can help me? How the hell do you go into wide angle? That works, but oh well. But yeah, that is that is loose. That's not okay. So I'm just going to pull all of the stuff out, and yeah, we'll go from there. So let's just begin unwiring. So right here I have a full bridge or a full wave bridge rectifier with a power plug. This is the reason I have this is because the Arduino will not work on AC. So it's got 12 volts AC coming out of here, and I need to power the Arduino, and it will not work on AC. So yeah, that's what that's for. Got it off Amazon. It's actually really cool. I'm very impressed with how this thing was designed. Like, here's the rectifier here, and then this keeps it at a, this giant capacitor just keeps it at a steady positive outflow. Yeah. But I'm going to go ahead and start by taking the Arduino out, aim that down, don't fall, don't fall, okay. So disconnect all of this because I'm going to be replacing the board. So right now I'm just going to get everything out of here, and I need a little screwdriver, which I don't think I have. Let me see. Oh, I know. I do have one. I just, yep, okay, good. It's where it's supposed to be. I always assume my stuff is going to be misplaced and I'm just not going to know where the hell it is. So, go ahead and, I don't really think this relay board is necessary, just because, you know, I've got LEDs in this thing, so I can just take this out and use it for another project, because I think these lights will run on 5 volts, just like in Jason's Westinghouse PI simulator, which, for those of you wondering, this is the one from Doco, but I acquired some knockouts from the Palacio del Rio, and I customized the indicator. So now it is even more unique, and it represents an elevator that doesn't even exist, but it's still cool. So we just start yanking the wires out. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that. Okay, come on. Or come off, rather. Get. Ugh, these wires are so stubborn. So, there. And by removing the relay board, that will alleviate having to use these, because these are good. It makes it very easy to connect. But if you have an Arduino Nano, sticking those in the screw terminals is pretty weird. And I would definitely consider it to be ill-advised. It's just, I don't really think that's the way to do it, you know? Come out! Just come out. Well, this wire has been in here for about 3 years, so I imagine it's going to be difficult. Ugh! I might have to snip the wire. There, that one came out. Not wanting to come out. All right, here comes the gutters. Last chance. All right. And same with these. So, goodbye. And this as well. The common. Which I actually used, this actually came directly from the transformer, so I could power the lights with 12 volts, which the Arduino is not able to do. Wow. Alright, so, got that out, and I'm going to go ahead and unscrew all of these wire connectors. Just undo everything. This is probably the hardest part of this entire thing. It's just like, you know, trying to figure out where to start. And, man, I really wish I could get the wide angle mode to work on this. So, oh. Yeah, I'm taking all of the wire nuts off because I am going to be putting the connectors that I got from Temu on this. And, aw, man, I put one of these things on here. Awesome. Alright, so let me just unravel all of this. That's the negative. And no, the negative is not the same thing as the ground. They are not the same thing. The ground is not negative. The ground is the ground. So, I'm just start by isolating the wires. And I've got the 10 amp fuse. So, I'm gonna leave that for now. I'm gonna take this big white wire out of here. Okay. And I'm going to get rid of this yellow wire. Oh, hello. We are in the process of redoing the wiring for my Westinghouse indicator. Yeah, this is from Doco, but I replaced it with knockouts that I got from the Palacio del Rio. And we're making some good progress so far, because this was the first Arduino project I ever did. I did this when I was 15, so yeah. It was pretty good at the time, but I have since reprogrammed it a couple times, and you know, now the board is being glitchy where the Riverwalk light is just constantly staying lit. Oh. Okay, so I'm going to have to strip those wires, that's okay. I know for sure I'm going to have the relays for the bell and the lanterns, so I'm going to leave them. But yeah. Okay, I think I have that connected right. But I'm going to take all of the components out. I'm taking all the relays out. Everything is coming out. Right now. Oh my gosh, I sound Canadian. Right now. Right now. Okay. And that's to get rid of this yellow wire that I very poorly spliced. So, yeah. So I'm basically just going to completely rewire this thing. tons of these wire nuts. Let me just undo that one. And I'm going to put everything off to the side. All the relays. Oh. The other relay board, I more than likely will not be putting that back in. And then the board, this will not be going back in either. I need to reset that thing. Let's throw that wire away. Put that relay to the side. I'm gonna collect all of the wire nuts. I use a lot of wire nuts, and I hate using them in low voltage projects because I don't like the way that they look. I think they should only be used in higher voltage applications like 120 and over. So, there. We've got everything removed, and it is still very hot in this room. It is 81 degrees, so it's definitely not very comfortable. But, oh shit. Yeah, this isn't secured very well. That's okay. Just pull on it, there. And the bell would sit here where the transformer is, but the space right here would basically press on it, suppress it, bend it, whatnot, so we're not going to be doing that. Alright, so the first thing that I am going to do is I am going to make sure all these wires are able to meet at one point, which, yes, they are. There you can see. They are all able to meet at one central point, so that's good. Next, the wires for the bell. We got those isolated. The wires for the transformer. I know which ones those are. The lantern wires, we isolate these. There, just like that. The lantern wires on the other side are isolated. And the main power, which is the 120 that comes in, goes through these red wires, which is what the fuse is on. It's not really necessary, but it's always good practice to have a fuse, just in case of a short, which I have had happen before while working on my F20 light fixture, my 40-watt F20 fixture. I plugged it in, and I did not have the outlet, I didn't have the connection going to the outlet isolated like I should have, and it touched one of the ballasts, tripped the breaker. Thank God I had it grounded, because if I touched that thing, I would have gotten buzzed, and I've been shocked by 120 volts several times. It's not fun. I actually got shocked a couple times working on that, because I touched between where the starter is supposed to go. That was not fun. But, yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this wire and I'm going to hook it up to one side of the transformer. And I prefer doing this instead of just putting a little panel mount jack that takes one of these connectors. And the reason for that is because 120 volt 2-prong cord is a lot cheaper. Actually, let me get for demonstration. One of these is a lot cheaper than one of these. Alright, keep that in mind. And I used to love doing it to where, you know, you'd need a power adapter to run it, but they're just so expensive. And if I give something to someone, I don't want to burden them with having to buy one themselves. It would just be better to have the little connector like this on the back, so that way there's a better chance they have the right, the correct rated power supply for it. Oh damn, I almost threw up. I'm still a little sick. I got off of work sick on Tuesday, or Monday actually, excuse me. Ow! So yeah, I'm definitely not feeling the best. So that's why I'm doing this. It's because I have nothing else to do. So what I'm going to do for this, you would think I'm going to put a wire cap on it, and trust me, I almost did just now. But then I remembered that I have these things. And these things make life so easy. You don't have to do any twisting. You don't have to worry about wires coming out. You just snap it and give it a good amount of force. It's not coming out. So do that for the other wire. See, that's not going anywhere. So one side of the transformer is hooked up. Now let's get another and do the other side. Shit. Loose wires, avoid them, as Electro Boom would say. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So now is where I'm running into some issues. Awesome. All right. So the fuse line cannot reach over to there. So that's the problem that I'm having. But I'm going to go ahead and I'll take this out. I put it in the wrong way. Yes, there is a right and wrong way, so to speak. You see these on this side. On this side, it's got this. This is so you can connect them, and that way they are basically joined together. And now that's not coming out. And I will probably mount this up here. And so the problem I'm having is I've got that mounted into that, so I can't take it out very easily. I can't even get my screwdriver in there to reach it very well. And I could use a small one, but you can see it just likes to jump out. It's not gonna work. And I don't want to strip my bit or the screw. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. And I'm not sure where this wire came from. I can't remember. This has been 3 years ago now. But it's got solder on the ends of it. So yeah. Ow! But actually, you know what? I'm just going to do anything that I can to get that fuse out of there because I really don't need it. Actually, I can probably just pry up underneath, get something underneath that and pry it up. How did gum get on this knife? This was under my bed. How did that shit happen? I have no clue how it happened. Do I have a flathead screwdriver? No, damn it, where'd it go? Let me see. Oh, there's a wire. Oh, I pulled that out of, where did I pull that from? I thought that I pulled that out of my ThyssenKrupp board last night. That's the only time I'm pressing the buttons on it and they don't light up. One of the very, very few times. Because I don't think it's ever been disconnected before. Because I've had that thing for almost 7 years now. My God. And yeah, the batteries never died on it. But I wanted to make sure that I wouldn't have to replace batteries. So I made it to where you could plug it into the wall. I'm talking about this thing right here. It's, you're supposed to plug it into the wall so it doesn't have power right now. I haven't put a, power jack on it, so, yeah. But, let me see how I can get this out. You know what, I'm just gonna cut the wire. How much am I playing with you, bro? Get out of here. Throw that away. I'm opening my door. It is way too hot in this room. Woo! It is just stuffy in here. Is the temperature going up? What the hell shit? Okay. So, let's get focused. Where'd the red wire go? The other red wire. Oh, it's right here. Okay. Oh, that's definitely long enough. Okay. Oh, yikes. I'm going to feed that through there till it reaches over here. And just shove the wire, click, and that's secure. It's not going anywhere. Now I need to get another one of these push-on connectors, which I know I have some. Yep, right out in the open. Because I have a tendency to lose things. Back when I was working at Sonic, I had to replace a wire on, I've had to replace a couple wires on the fry heater. And I showed them, you know, exactly how I stripped the wire and how I did all the crimping and whatnot. Very simple, and they were just blown away by it. And I even left them some connectors and some wire so they could do it themselves if they really had to. But yeah, I'm just going to crimp that, and then since this is blue, just go over here, smash it down. That's not really working, so I'm just gonna go to this one, and boom, then the wire's not going anywhere. So you can see that's how you'll see most of the time on appliances that you have. So I got that hooked up. So this is the negative for the indicator lights. And I'm going to now I could actually take that transformer out of there and put a lower rated one in there. I have several from the Palacio, just like the one that I put in here last night. But nah, for now I'm just gonna leave that in there because it was pretty hard to get on there. And this one is actually branded Radio Shack, which is pretty cool. I got this back in 2016 for my styrus slicer, and that that fuse also that fuse was also from the styrus slicer, so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so I am going to have 3 relays, 1 for the bell and 2 for the lantern lights, because the lantern lights I have incandescent 12-volt bulbs in there, and I like the way those look over the LED ones, so yeah. Sorry, Jason. No, I'm just kidding. So, alright, I'm gonna show y'all the way to identify the wires coming out of the transformer. So it's got 3 wires, alright? The 2 yellow ones, if you short them together, you'll get a 12-volt spark. If you touch one of the yellow ones to the black one, you'll get a 6-volt spark. Alright, so if you power something with the 2 yellow ones, you'll be powering it on 12 volts. If you power something with a yellow and a black wire, it doesn't matter which yellow one, you'll be powering it with 6 volts. So yeah, you can see 6.30, 6.3. It's center tapped for half power. So yeah, this is not very complex. And you know, like I said, I first did this when I was 15. So I knew what I was doing, and hell, I wired the styrus slicer up the exact same way when I was 12. So like, I'm pretty well versed in this stuff. I don't want to beat my own horn, but you know, I know what I'm doing. I've been shocked several times. I've been shocked by 9 volts before trying to power this battery. Trying to hold the leads of the bell onto the terminals of the battery. It will shock you because it's an inductor. So yeah, it will definitely make you freak out and probably throw the battery. I've done it many times. So yeah. But anyway, let's get the rectifier. I'm going to pull that connector out of there because I don't need it. And I'm also going to pull these 2 wires out because I don't need them. One out. There. So the way that you determine which side is the it's where you put your wires into. Sometimes it'll be hard to figure out, but generally the side with the LED on it is where the DC is, and this one says output, so this side is the output. So this is where you want to feed your AC, and for this we're simply just going to do a black and a yellow wire. Okay, actually, wait, hold on. Okay, hold on, I need to think. I've drawn out a diagram of how I was going to wire this thing before. There's a good chance I still have it, but I don't know where, and I don't really feel like looking for it, but I can think my way through this. I've done it before. These projects do get a little complex, but, you know, it's not like using a microprocessor system. You know, it's not like reprogramming or anything like that. You know, it's just like open software coding and stuff like that. So it's very simple. Because I need these to power the Arduino, but I also need these to power the lights and the bell. There's the bell. I actually replaced the solenoid. I just took the bell cover off and threw one of the ones that I got from Embassy on there, since it doesn't take as much energy to trigger. So, yeah, that was a very easy fix. So, I will definitely have to get some connectors together. So, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 3. There, flip them all up. And this will make it easier to connect anything to this later on. See, these things are just, you know, it makes everything a lot easier. Alright, because like even when I had those, even when I was using those screw terminals, they're very useful, but getting wires in them and making them stay can be a pain. With these, it's very easy. And so connect these together, it's going to be 6 volts obviously, and then the 2 outer ones together is 12 volts. So one of the first things it'll go to is this, and then I have relays that are going to power the bell and the lights. So, actually, I have other relays that I can use instead of these. Wait, what did I do with them? Oh, yeah, it's just going to, ow! Actually, no, it's not going to be better if I use these, because they need 12 volts to work, and I almost broke my black light. I need to be careful. My 8-watt black light fell off the table the other day, and when I got it, and it didn't break. That's the thing I like about those T5 bulbs, is they don't break easily. Like, that one survived like a 3 or 4 foot fall, and it didn't break at all. Like, you have to really try to break one of those. So, I'm gonna have to have probably like 2 wires coming out of every, coming out of every connector here. There. You throw that away. So yeah, and these can be powered on 5 volts, I believe. Let me see. The markings on the relay are rubbed off. Yeah, 5 volts is what they'll work on. And let me take this green wire out of the negative because that is very confusing. DC plus and in, I always connect together because you have to power them both for the relay to work. DC minus and negative, it's not enough for it. You have to have something powering the in and the plus. So, yeah, I'm sorry I'm doing most of this off camera, but here in a second I will start wiring some of the stuff inside. So, okay. All right, normally open this. We'll just go here and then just tighten it down. And there's a lot of sharp points on the bottom of these, like there is with many boards, so you gotta be careful. Make sure you don't lacerate yourself. So yeah, the common, I could probably also, no. I was gonna say I could probably bring the power from over here to the common, but no, I need 12 volts to power those, and the controller is definitely not capable of supplying that. And that is sticking to my screwdriver. Okay. And I will worry about the bell in a little bit, but I'm going to do the same thing for the other lantern light. Man. Yeah. Ah! So, ouch, what was that? Loosen that more. This is the one thing you can't use the electric screwdriver for, just because they don't have a bit that's this small. right, that's good. And these wires do reach over enough, so we're good there. Ow! What was that? Oh, it's one of those things that keeps tabs on clothes. I'm going to put one end of the bell in the normally open of this next relay. I'm surprised Gigi hasn't come on here yet and me start screaming. Ah, Rafe! That's really all I need to do for that, and then you just slip that on. And yeah, a bit of it is going to be sticking out. Actually, that's just going to bother me, and it'll probably bother you too. So I'm going to just cut that, and now it's perfect. That way it can't short to anything. And the thing that a fuse is good for is, you know, it'll most likely prevent your breaker from tripping. Because it's a piece of resistive wire that if you, oh, yikes. If you have a certain amount of current going through it, it will just melt the wire or destroy it. And it saves your circuits, it saves your power grid and whatnot. Oh. Okay. Stay in there, please. I'm tightening as fast as I can. And you can see I'm making marks in the wood because of the solder spots on the bottom, but whatever. And this wire will reach over, so that's good. So the wire from the bell, I'm going to put that there. The other wire from the lantern is also going to go there. And then I'm going to connect a wire from the other side of the other lantern. And I can just splice that together really quickly with yet another wire connector. Yes, I love using these things now. Definitely a must-have, and I got a great deal on them. I got like 0.5% off my order, so I had to order more because they have a $10 minimum. So it's kind of dumb, but hey, I was able to get more of them for a really good price. So I'm not complaining. It's definitely pretty good. Get wire strippers. Oh, I need a little more wire. Oh, come on. Andrew just texted me. This beats using a Scotch lock, I will say that. Damn. Oh my gosh. Oh. Don't want that coming out. Damn it. All right. Oh man, I was able to pull those out. Oh, not fair. No. What about through the hole on the top? No, I don't know. I really don't know. See if I can rip this bag open with my wire strippers. No. No way. That's not happening. Oh. I made a nick in it. That's all I needed. Alright. Yes, I am breaking out these things. I don't like using them because it's very difficult to get the wires out, but this is the only way that I can ensure a solid connection. Alright, that's good. Next. All right. Redo that. All right, that one's good. This relay board, I'm just going to let hang out. And same with this one. I'm just going to let it hang outside the enclosure for now. Ooh, Steve Perry. This song is called Oh Sherry. All right. So that is all of the neutral. That's all the neutrals hooked together. And I say that because this is AC. And I won't be able to connect these together. Oh well. Not without, you know, taking the wires out and flipping it, but I don't feel like doing that, so I'm not going to. So I've got those. The next thing that I am going to do is get my rectifier. The rectifier. Would have been perfect to use the transformer wires to go to this, but I need it for more than one thing, so I can't really. Unless I wanted to put multiple wires in this, which I do not like doing. I hate doing that. Like, trust me, over the years, like, if you've done this for a while, like, you will figure out, like, exactly how you like to do things, and you will cringe if you see it done any other way. So, actually, why am I using a red wire? The polarity literally does not matter because it's AC. I'm just going to use 2 green wires for this. Oh, this wire is a bit stiff. Okay, so I'm not going to use that. And it's also short. Same with this one. Kind of. Actually, let me see really quick. If I hook this to the common of this relay and try and stretch it, yeah, that would work. That would totally work. So I'm going to get another wire. I don't know why I brought that one out. Definitely could have used it last night though. Actually, no. I'm going to use smaller gauge wire because I do not want to use large wires because it is very hard to get them all inside this thing. So that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta find some first. Maybe I can use that. After all, it is a bit shorter. Oh, I just fell. snip, snip. Take some wire off of an elevator part. Another elevator part, that is. It is still sweltering in here. I don't think it's going to get any better. So I'll just have to deal with it. But yeah, this is why you should not spend all day in your room, because you will get very uncomfortable. You need to get out and do stuff. Alexa, what's temperature outside?
Right now, it's 78 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, expect a low of 43 degrees. Would you also like tomorrow's weather?
No. 43? Hell yeah. Alright. That's what I'm talking about. Now we're talking. Alright. That'll be perfect. Just measure the wire. Hell no! My dad's dog is crazy. I hate that dog. Be like Eddie Murphy, like, be like Vernon Murphy. Like, I hate the motherfucking dog. I'm gonna shoot this dog. Shut up, Eddie, shut up. I know you're 7. I know you're 7, but you would be a 7-year-old walking the dog no home motherfucker. If you haven't seen the Barbecue Talk by Eddie Murphy, Delirious, it's absolutely hilarious. Go watch it. I started saying that at, we were having a pit fire at my neighbor's house, and I started quoting that, and my neighbors were like, oh, you know what he's quoting? He's quoting the Eddie Murphy thing. the cookout. And, yeah, they absolutely dug it. Moss Maple State Natural Area. Damn. My brother's room, well, what used to be his room, it used to be the exact same way. He was always playing his Xbox, and it got very, very hot in that room. And now it's one of the coldest rooms in the house because it doesn't get used that much. Aw, hell. Well, actually, let me see if I can just shove that wire in there without pulling the others out. Alright, so stay, stay, stay. Hold, 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 hold. You're doing good. Go, 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 and clamp. Damn. Just strip it more. Man. Ugh. Damn. Yeah. I'm going to have to put these two in here first. So you got to put the big wires in first, and then you can start shoving the small one. So, might be a little hard though. And by that I mean very hard. Yeah, this is not going easy. Oh, is there any way that I can just put the wires in here? No. Ouch. Wow. I have to strip off a lot in order to get this to work. Shit. It's always this one. It's always this one that ends up doing it. It just comes out super easily. I may have to solder these together. I may have to solder these wires together. Oh, one doesn't have as much wire exposed. Okay, this time... Okay, that should be compacted enough now to where I can just slip it in there with ease. That makes me mad. Shove that, and then Okay, I'm just gonna solder all these wires together, guys, because this is bull crap. I think that's what I'm gonna have to do. I really don't want to do that. Yeah, it's just not wanting to work for me. Way back when I started doing this stuff, and I still think this now sometimes, I just think that nothing ever works for me, and nothing ever will work for me. Alright, I think that is pretty good. So, yeah. I'm just going to do this and be done with it. Alright. Got it. Alright. And then this wire is going to just go in here like that. And done with that. Alright. This will go to the common of the up arrow. Now imagine if I had been trying to do that with a screw terminal. That would not have been any more or less fun. But at least with that, you know, I don't have to undo a screw. You know, I don't need a tool to do that. You know, with these relays, you need a small screwdriver. That's a real bass line of Billie Jean. Right, and that's in there. Good. Man. Okay. Next. I'm gonna get an Arduino base. If I have one and I can find it. What is that? What is this? Soldering oh, it's fine solder wire. Okay. Huh. Cool. Okay. Yikes. I cannot seem to find an Arduino Nano base, so that means I will end the stream right here. Thank you for those of you who did tune in for these past 85 minutes. I'm going to move to a cooler place so I can cool down. And there's also a song I hate that's playing right now, so now's the perfect time to go. As always, I'll talk